my name is MomoMorgana and welcome back to the Sims 4 Ultimate Decades Challenge. We are here with Alberta because, well, at the end of the previous episode, I actually completely forgot that it was her little girl's birthday and she stepped into a child off screen. So we're going to roll for her now. I did give her a makeover. I did go ahead and give her a makeover because, well, I don't want to waste that extra time if she does survive. So, oops, I forgot to add her to my list. I make like a list at the beginning of each episode or before each episode of who is aging up and what days so that I can keep track of it. And I just completely forgot to check on Alberta. So we're going to do that now. So as you can see, she has aged up into a child, which means when we roll, we want to avoid the numbers 9 and 19. So my D20's out and ready for once. So we're just going to go ahead and roll. She got a 19. No. Oh no. Okay. So she died at age 6. Honestly, I'm not too surprised. I don't know. She was probably left out on her own to do something for a little bit and passed away while her parents weren't really watching her. If we remember, her parents, neither one of them really wanted a child to begin with. We're just gonna say freezing. Maybe she was out and got lost and froze to death or something like that. Oh no. Okay. That absolutely sucks. What the heck? I was not expecting that she would die. Okay, so my computer did not like whatever just happened, and my OBS just randomly shut down after Isoda died. So I guess my whole computer is just an absolute mourning at the mere thought of Isoda passing away. But yeah, I don't really think that Alberta or Harold were being very attentive to their daughter, especially considering they live in the lawless lands. Like, anything could have happened to her. So, you know, Isoda was bored and lonely. She wandered off to play somewhere and it was just really cold. And by the time they was able to track her down, it was already too late. She had already kind of frozen to death after getting lost. So tragic end, and these two are sad about it, but I don't know, maybe it's for the best that they don't have any children to care for. They are very neglectful, which is surprising to see from Alberta. Like, I knew that she eventually realized she didn't really want to have a child, but I don't know, at least keep the ones you got alive to the best of your abilities. But while we're here for the next few moments, let's just go over what she's been getting up to since I redid my game, essentially. So she's actually taken up a job as a sellsword. She works as a low-paid killer, which isn't, you know, where she thought her life would be here in the lawless lands. But with the emergence of hunters, and, you know, their base is actually here in Oasis Springs. So with all the hunters going around, she knows that she is in absolute danger. Harold will be fine, but she's in a cult double, like ×2. She's an alien, I believe. Wait, do you have an alien form or do you just have magic? Yep, she's an alien and she's magic, so she kind of has two things working against her, and it might be a little bit of a struggle to stay alive. So she's kind of working as a sellsword, and she's also joined the Spellcaster Defenders. I think I might have mentioned that already, but I'm gonna reiterate that just in case. So there's quite a few people in the Spellcaster Defenders, some familiar faces, some not so familiar faces. So I'm glad that they're sticking together, but I'm still really upset and disappointed in Alberta for not watching over their daughter as intently. But it was probably while they was at work, because she works from 11 to 3. He works from 6 to 4. So there's plenty of ample time for Isoda to be left alone and just, you know, trying to entertain herself or whatever it is she has going on. So unfortunate, but it is time to head back to our main household and see what they've got going on. All right, we're back in our main household with everyone is here, I suppose. But as you can see, David was left with quite a bit of scarring from the attack from last year. There's scars everywhere, so these are just the more visible ones. I still think he looks really handsome, but he's like 7. He doesn't need to have all these scars as proof that he survived a violent attack, you know. But he's here, he's playing chess, so that practice makes perfect thing is coming in. I guess that attack really pushed him even further to, have that need and desire to just be the best he possibly can be, right? So yeah, he's here. Even Lawrence is over here. See, they're not even playing together. Like, what's the point of practicing chess at different tables? Just play together. But the siblings are not as close as I would like them to be, which makes sense considering the nature of how they're being raised. Again, this one's in his sister's room practicing his reading or something like that. Like, none of the brothers really want anything to do with each other. And I'm mostly sad about that for David and Warren, because they're twins. I want my twins to be like happy together. Ada and Isoda are on the floor because why wouldn't they be? So before we get started, as always, well, not as always, but as I've said a few episodes ago, because of how dangerous everything is for this family, we'll be flipping a coin at the beginning of these episodes to see whether or not these guys survive. Well, if they can freely wander around the village without risk of something bad happening. So I have my coin ready. I'm just gonna go ahead and flip. If you recall, heads, they're fine. Tails, there's a chance of an attack. Okay, they got tails. So there's another chance of being attacked for the people that are traveling. So I'm trying to see, will anyone even need to go anywhere to begin with? You two don't specifically want to go out. Stephen doesn't want or need to go out specifically, but I think he's caught wind of David's relationship with that Autumn girl. So he actually wants to meet Autumn. I guess he just kind of wants to like feel her out to see if she's worthy for him to, worthy of his advances and all that, especially considering she was disowned by her own father. And the fact that she's now being not raised by, I suppose, but like the man of her house now is her sister's husband, who is a hunter, and specifically the hunter who hurt and almost killed David. So I think he just kind of wants to, I forgot I had a mod for children to be able to pick up infants. I was like, David, what are you doing? He's trying to be a good big brother. But yeah, that's essentially, I think that's all what that's all about. I don't think he needs to travel for that though. Lucia doesn't want to go anywhere for real. Okay, Lawrence wants to go out because he wants to befriend Henry, which is really interesting. So Henry is the father of the triplets who we see, who disowned them during the attack because he was like, literally it's easier to just have more kids who aren't like y'all and survive. But he's close friends with Anahi, who is the Lord's not eldest daughter, but like eldest within his marriage daughter. The other kid, the true eldest one, was with the maid. But this is the girl that Stephen wants him to kind of get with anyways. So Lawrence might be wanting to like butter up the father and everything. What's going on with your eyes? Hold on. Oh my god. Why do you have normal eyes? Lawrence? Oh my gosh, my CC must be glitching, but whenever this happens, of course we say it's the children's magic. But I wonder if after that attack that David went through, because he had because Lawrence's only non-human trait was his eyes, did he use his magic to change his eye color? I saw it down here. Y'all can't see my mouse, but I saw it down here in this like little panel. But I wonder if he's using a tiny bit of magic to change his eye color to make him appear completely human, so he can safely wander across the village without risk of being attacked. Because this was only going to be a 1 in 10 chance or 1 in 4 chance, I believe, of him getting attacked with his eyes. But now that he's changed them, if he travels out the house, as long as his eyes don't change color, he's fine, because he has regular colored skin, he has black hair, he doesn't have any like green freckles or anything like that. The only thing that was going to tell him apart was his eyes. So okay, literally he just changed that, because before I loaded in, it was his regular eye color. You still rocking your orange eyes, so I'm surprised you didn't make yourself blonde today. Normally that's her go-to color when her magic starts to leak out. So I wonder if Lawrence did that intentionally, or if it was just his magic leaking out that changed his eye color. Maybe he kind of willed it. Maybe he was just so afraid of his inhuman traits causing him physical harm by others, that it leaked out, but it did. what he thought he should have, which is dark brown eyes, which is the same eye color his dad has. Stephen, what color are your eyes? Oh, you have green eyes. Well, maybe he just thought dark brown eyes would be better suited. Especially if he wants to go meet Henry's father. So, I don't know. I don't think his magic leaked in the same way Edith's leaks when her hair turns blonde. I think he did this purposefully. Interesting. I wonder if that's going to stay permanent, because if he ages up while the eyes are like that, I think the game is going to assume these are his actual eyes and keep them. We'll see. He won't age up for a while, but I wonder if it's going to be there, stay as I travel around with him. So maybe we'll have Lawrence head out today. Edith doesn't want anything. Lawrence wants to level up a skill because he's trying to become perfect. And Warren is just warming up by the fireplace as the cold winter. I'm sorry I'm messing around with all these walls. Like, I don't hope I'm not making anyone motion sick. Oh, Warren. Look at Warren and David, separated yet so close yet so far from each other. How tragic indeed. Celestria will age up into a child at the end of this episode, but she does want to spend some time with Lawrence, and then Ada and Isolde will also be aging up a little bit before her, so yeah, that's what's going on there. So for now, let's focus on Lawrence. He seems like he's doing perfectly fine right now. So I think because he's safe, we can just travel without having to roll, but if his eyes change color while we're there, of course I'll roll for his safety afterwards, but there's nothing to roll for. As far as we're aware at this exact moment, he is more than human passing. He literally just looks like a regular human. Okay. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary, but also extremely intelligent. So he's gonna head off somewhere. Oh yeah, what about Luna? Oh, him and Luna like look perfect together, but in terms of like a good match, like societally and financially, Luna was like barely passing. That was only because she was still technically the daughter of the other lord, and I'm sure he would have been ecstatic to marry off an unmarriageable child essentially to a good family like the Smiths. But now that Luna is no longer part of his family because he disowned her and her siblings, Stephen is probably most definitely going to be pushing Anahi. Don't get me wrong, Anahi's cool, but I do think that Luna and her sister Autumn are like prettier or a bit more interesting, I should say. But we also don't really know much of Anahi, and she herself is young, so she has time to grow as well. Let's see. We're just headed here to Light Household. Yeah, he literally had a whole nother child. Like, Henry does not care. So Anahi's here, so maybe we'll visit her while we're here. But we're honestly just gonna see Henry. I don't have to roll for his safety because he's traveling alone and he's passing. So, oh lord. Okay, we got here. Did your eyes change? No, they're the same. Okay, so I guess he wanted to give a good impression to a man who he knows does not stand for differences or anything like that. If he was willing to put his own children in harm's way, not even like one child, multiple kids, like half his kids, his eldest daughter and the younger three. Like, he is actually a diabolical man, but he is a rich diabolical man. And he is a prominent family that it would be wise to get on his good side and marry his daughter, right? Okay, things are going well. Things were going well so far, so we're just getting to know him. I think I learned like 1 or 2 of his traits, so we'll check that in just a second, but things are going well. Henry was slow to open up, but but he's becoming a bit more of an open book, kind of seeing that Lawrence is intelligent, respectful, right? Comes from a nice family. He's educated, or being educated, I should say. Yeah, okay, there we go. So he became friends with Henry officially. Interesting. Okay, so now he's got like the approval of Anahi's father, which is really interesting. What did we learn about this guy? Ask me if I believe in ghosts. I bet you're scared of cowplants too. Okay, so as far as we know, he has the perfectionist trait. So maybe that's why he was so slow to warm up to Lawrence, because he wants, if he's going to be marrying off his daughter and paying the, what's it, a bride price or a dowry? He's going to want the person to be worth it. So Lawrence will have to, I don't know, present himself as the perfect candidate to marry Anahi. But I wonder how he feels, or he's still young, but I wonder how he will feel once his teenage years, you know, come about and he's kind of stuck between Anahi and there go Alexander. He's stuck between Anahi and Autumn. I don't know, guys, we're rooting for Autumn, but it's looking like the realistic answer might be Anahi, if I can find the girl. Actually, it might be easier to do this and track her through here. Focus camera. Okay, she's over here dancing with her mother, I suppose. Let's just come and talk to her, I guess, get to know her a bit more, see a bit more of her traits. What do we know about her so far? Nothing. Excellent. So we're gonna come get to know her again, or if we did, it was probably in the other save file, so we're gonna learn some more, I suppose. Lawrence looks like a child of death in all this black. Like, I don't know how to even describe it. Like, he looks like he should have death's mark on his neck or something like that. Not saying I want death to come. I am just saying he looks like he was born of death. Let's see. She's comforting. Okay, so she's not a bad person or anything like that. This is so interesting. Okay. So we're gonna talk to her a little bit. Yeah. They get along very well. And she's a pretty girl. But like, this would be the wife of our next gen if Stephen and Henry have anything to say about it, right? But I know we're all pro Autumn. We are all very pro Autumn right now. Right, there we go. He's headed back home. I'd honestly consider this whole thing pretty successful, to put it easily, I suppose. I don't know. Now that we know that Anahi is like comforting, and now that Lawrence has been essentially not approved as a suitor, but approved as a person or a potential suitor by Henry himself, now honestly it'll be between Stephen and Henry, unless Stephen is going to somehow grant Lawrence the, I don't know, just allow him to choose his own spouse, because Edith doesn't get a chance to choose for herself. She has to marry Augustine. Like, that was already pretty set in stone. Now, whether or not she wants to marry, different story. We won't find out till she's a teenager. But as of right now, if the adults have any say in it, she is going to be the next lordess of this village. So I think Stephen his plan is to kind of make sure his children are in the highest positions possible. So if that means marrying the daughter of one of the richest families in the village and marrying his daughter off to the lord to become the next lordess, maybe it'll grant a little bit more leeway for the other children to kind of do whatever they wanted, because that's two of the like biggest spots secured in this tiny village of Hemford-on-Bagley. Oh my goodness, who is this? Oh, Arabella is coming. This is Henry's wife. So I guess she wanted to speak to someone. Honestly, I would say she should meet the woman of the house, but Lucia is a little busy. So Stephen, can you come and greet our guests, I suppose? Give a respectful introduction. Annabelle, you could also meet her, to be honest. And y'all could bring her to, would this be considered a drawing room? I don't know, a sitting area. Oh my gosh, pick up the clothes. Don't just leave the clothes here. Edith, come, take this to the hamper before she sees it. Come on. Don't be slobs. Don't be slobs. Why are you staring at Celestria? Okay, Celestria's fine. Let's invite her inside to take a seat. Let's sit and chat here. Did Edith get the clothes? Okay, she did. Okay, we don't want to like have her first impression be that we leave clothes just willy-nilly out and about like that. Like, that's just not a good look at all. This one's sleepy. She doesn't need to be fed, but she's fine. Okay, so Stephen's a little bit busy, so she's gonna meet with his mother instead. Not a problem, not a problem. That is a problem. Girl, did you just use your abilities to learn her to learn her traits? She's likable, unappeasable, appealing, insane, and a maker. Okay. What a list of traits to have. She's a nature maniac, but Arabella sees that she's fun to be around and responsible, regardless of this hodgepodge of traits she has here. She's quite a complex person, so I don't know. Kiss goodnight. Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know what to make of what's happening here. Okay, Lucia came to greet her. Let's, ma'am, where are you going? You can't just wander around somebody else's house like that. Let's just, give her a respectful introduction as well. We are the lady of this house. Oh gosh, wait, are these doors locked? I feel like these should be locked for family only. Uh-oh. Have 3 friends. Whoa, these 2 became friends fast. I was about to say you just met. Oh, these 2 connected quickly. Level up in charisma skill. Oh, goodness gracious. I was not expecting them to become besties immediately. Okay. Arabella feels that Lucia is stuck up, and Lucia feels that Arabella is interesting. I'm gonna be honest, Lucia is a little bit stuck up. She's a little bit stuck up. So, you know, Arabella's not wrong. But still, not the nicest thing to say. I don't even know where to begin here. Edith is like pissed. Can you be pissed in private, please? I'm begging you. Let me just get everybody else to eat. Arabella can do whatever she wants, to be honest. We don't have anything incriminating out and about besides this. Is the soup done? The soup is done. So come grab a serving of soup. Y'all need to stop grabbing my bread out the fridge. You seem the friendly sort. You know, if you want to help out a few of the important local village... Okay, look, okay. That's not important right now. Lucia's just enjoying a meal while she talks to I don't know. Now that both of the parents of Nahi have kind of approved of this family, like it seems that Henry approved of the son and Arabella took it upon herself to see what the parents are like and what their house looked like. Maybe that's what she was doing. Maybe she was just gathering more information about Lawrence's upbringing and what their daughter would potentially be marrying into. So maybe that's what it was, because she's unappeasable, so the fact that we even met her standards is good enough for her. So it seems that Anahi's parents approve of the family. Nothing has come from it though. Okay. He's what? Flirt? What was that? What did y'all just do? I caught the end of that, but what was that? Stephen. Stephen. Do not let Lucia find out about this. What are y'all? Okay, I thought you were gonna woo. I got so scared. Okay. She's going through the... Okay, she's overstepping her boundaries quite a bit. Somebody kick her out. Lucia, you're the lady of the house. Tell her it's time to leave. It's getting late. The children have things to do. Yes, it's time to head out. Celestria, I know you're sleeping, but it's best if you wake up and get some soup before you get too deep into your sleep. Edith, you're eating right now. Lucia already ate. Okay, yeah, let's just get these guys prepared for bed now that Arabella has come to stake us out. And she seems to like what she sees, so hopefully she'll push her father, not her father, good lord, push her husband to reach out to Stephen so that they can make further discussions about the future of their children and their households. Oh, Warren got promoted to armor polisher. That's nice. Was he the only one who got promoted? Hold up. That you're not Warren. He's armor polisher, which is level 2. David's still level 1. Okay, he'll be... He just needs to do some chores to complete that. And oh, David must feel like he's behind. His twin brother got promoted. He's still not promoted yet. But Lawrence is already an armor polisher, and Warren just reached level 2 as well. Oh, David. This is why David runs himself ragged trying to like study and practice and everything, because things are already going so much better for Warren off the bat. Like things are coming naturally for him, and David's still pushing himself off a cliff, like running himself absolutely ragged trying to study and perfect whatever skill is necessary for his future. But Warren, this was only like their second day, right? No, it's like I don't know. Technically it's been months, but like Warren graduated quickly. All right, well, he's headed to bed as well. These two are just eating, and I'll catch up with y'all back in the morning. Oh my god, this fool is being kidnapped as we speak. Hold on. All right, we're bringing this back, huh? Bye, Lucia. Well, there she goes. She's literally fine. She just doesn't want to be in the crib. Go to sleep. You got work in the morning. Okay, it's the next day. Everybody's already eaten breakfast and headed off to do their chores. The kids are heading off to hunt and forage, and the mother and grandmother are here to take care of the little ones. David woke up a little bit late. Oh, is this Autumn or Luna? I think this is Autumn who wants to hang out, so maybe she can come visit a little bit later. Let me just make sure. No, that was Luna. Okay, so Luna wants to hang out with David as well. Maybe she heard Autumn talking about him and how much she liked him, and she got curious, perhaps? Don't do that, David. Good lord, okay. No, you actually need to give that one a bath. Which one was it? Ada? They both need a... No, that was Celestial. Which one is it? I think it was Ada. Yes, it is. Okay, we have other baths. Don't just give up forever. She does need a bath. It's also the twins' birthday, so as soon as she's clean, we will be aging them up. I'm nervous, so I'm procrastinating as long as I can. So once you're clean and all, you, Annabelle, can actually potty train her so she can potty, and then she can get herself some food. I'm legitimately nervous about all this. David is getting clean. I told you to eat. I told you to eat. Well, once you're done getting clean, you can come eat. But yes, so everyone's just kind of getting the kids ready for the day. And then we're going to age up the twins. And then since Luna is interested in seeing David, I don't think it's wise for David to go anywhere. But we can't go to her place anyway, so I think we'll invite her over here. Maybe we'll invite her and Autumn. Maybe we'll just invite the triplets, right? Just not to leave out the boy. We'll invite over all three of them, and then Stephen can get to know Autumn, and then he can converse with Luna since she seems a bit curious about him. Okay, you know what? Before we have dinner today, and because I think we have a couple of guests to invite over, I think we're just gonna go ahead and age up these twins. So look at them sleeping peacefully. Hopefully this isn't the last time we see them. But yeah, so we have Ada and Isoda. They're aging up into toddlers, and they're aging up into toddlers. So we want to avoid numbers 4, 8, and 12, which is not bad, but I am still pretty nervous about it. So I guess we'll start with, which one's the oldest one? Ada. So let's see, what does Ada get? Ada got a 1, so she survives. And Isoda gets a 6. Oh, wait, what are we avoiding? 4, 8, and 12. Okay, they both survived to be toddlers. That's fantastic. So honestly, I am more than okay with aging them both up right now. And then we can just have a big, gigantic dinner. Because we have to make enough meals for these guys as well as our guests that we're going to be having over for dinner. So let's just let's not dilly and let's not dally. Where is it? It's here. Okay, we're gonna age up Ada first. Come on, don't like start being crazy. Oh lord, they're both like screaming their heads off. So Ada, she's wild and a charmer, which makes sense. I completely forgot which type of antenna she had. I'll have to figure that one out. You're coming back, so I was gonna have you change her diaper real quick, but since you took so long, instead, come age up this baby. Age her up. Oh, the kids are in here watching. Oh, the boys are about to go to work. I forgot they work this late. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have the dinner. You know, we'll do the dinner this next day. Yeah, then we'll have like ample time. Yeah, sure. I'm happy they both survived. I was getting a little bit nervous after Isolda, you know, Albretta's Isolda passed away. I was like, oh Lord, what's that going to be for the rest of this episode? So she's independent and angelic. Okay, so we have some really good toddlers. Oh, that's so cute. So let me take all these guys into Create-A-Sim, or both of these guys into Create-A-Sim. I need to go look back at see what type of antenna they had because I forgot to zoom in and check real quick. And I will be right back. Freezing to death, you fool. Yeah, I noticed him walk out to go to work without putting on his winter outfit, which I found to be kind of dumb and very stupid. Put this on, please. Don't freeze to death. Okay, now let me save and go into Create-A-Sim. All right, and here we have little Ada. This is her human form. I don't know why she got these bright orange eyes when she aged up, but I just decided she can keep them if she wants them, I suppose. But she originally had somewhere on the green spectrum. Not that one. Definitely not this one. You know what? I think it's because she has... I think these were her eyes before. Yeah, I don't know why she got these blaring orange ones like this, but perhaps it's because she has really strong alien genes, maybe? I don't know, because normally our other inhuman eyes are these ones, like these pupilless ones. But she got, like, she has access to like these mermaidic eyes. I don't know if these are the mermaid ones, but she has access to a lot more eye colors. So something in her is strong. I don't know if it's the magic or the alien in her, but something in her is strong. But, you know, I'm not mad at it, to be honest with you. This isn't like me being mad, but this does mean that she has like something else working against her when she travels now. So instead of having like two things for me to look out for, which would have been her just her freckles and her antenna, now I have to worry about her freckles, antenna, and now her eye color as well. So I'm not quite sure what that was about, but she is a cutie patootie and I really like her. So I'm excited to see a lot more of her and her sister as she grows. Now let's go on to Isolda. And here is sweet little Isolda. Honestly, I can't tell if they're identical or not. I want to say no. I think that Ada has like harsher, not harsh, but like more defined and striking bone structure than Isolda. I can't quite tell, but yeah, they're both super pretty. Isolda didn't change her eye color, so Ada's just being a little silly goofy, I suppose, because don't know why she made that decision, but hey, if she wants to, I'll let her. I will not stop you from living your best life, sister. Never worry about that. But yeah, so these two are now toddlers, so we get to see them wandering around and we get to see how they interact with the siblings, how the siblings interact with them, and yeah, I'm really excited. I think that these may be Stephen and Lucia's last two children. We'll see. Honestly, if they want to have kids, it's up to them. I'm not gonna like go out of my way to have them woohoo because there's already so many people in this household. There's so many kids in this household. So unless something crazy start to happen, I think that we will be a-okay. But I'm really excited and happy to see these guys. I'm surprised they don't have sharp ears, but I don't know. We'll see. I think that, I don't know. Like for some reason, Isolda feels a lot softer to me than Ada, but I have no reason as to why I feel that way. Let's see, what do the twins want to do? One of them wants to be friendly with Annabelle, makes sense. Isolda wants to be friendly with Edith. Oh, that's adorable. And Celestria still wants to, well, Celestria's been wanting to like have Lawrence time for a bit, so it seems like she's about to have grandma time. Oh, she's about to play with the grandmama. Oh, this is adorable. Hold on. Can y'all put some clothes on? And are you being yelled at by your sister? Oh my goodness. Oh me, oh my. What could you two possibly be fighting about right now? Edith, what are you saying to him? I have no clue. Difficult family dynamic. Is that with your brother or were you talking about you standing next to your dad? Actually, no, I think she has a difficult family dynamic with all of her brothers. Good lord, you need to get out this house. You are the problem. You're going to... Okay, yeah. The boys are about to head off to their job. I wish they would put on their cold weather outfit when they step outside, but whatever. Oh, let's see who joined the Monster Hunters Guild. Lavina Chopra. How could you? And Marion Knott. I don't know who that is, but Lavina, how could you? Not the Chopras, Lord. Alright, it's the next day once more, and everyone's just getting up, getting started for the day, eating some seed porridge that Lucia made for everyone, and yeah, they're just, gosh, you're pissed already. It's like 6 in the morning. What could you possibly be mad about, Edith? What's in your life is going so wrong? Well, what's going wrong right now at 6 in the morning? That's pressing enough for you to be pissed, you know? Not a thing is the answer. Oh, you're gonna give David a hug? Are y'all gonna be siblings, or are you about to bully him? Siblings! Yay. That's what we love to see. So since Stephen is off at work and Lawrence does want to go visit Sir Augustin, I guess we should go visit him. He wants to become friends with him, and this would be the first time we get to see Augustin since he's aged up into a teenager. So his eyes are still brown and human passing, so we don't have to do any safety rolls while he passes the village. So I'm gonna just send him by himself for now. Edith will get her chance to go soon because she ages up into a teenager soon. So I think maybe they're just spending a few years apart while he studies and trains to take over as Lord. So in the meantime, we're gonna head here. Oh, the Lord is an elder now. Yeah. Oh, time is passing so quickly. So Lawrence is going to go once again. We don't have to roll because he changed his eye color, I suppose. I wonder if it's going to stay like that or if it'll change back in the next few episodes, or at least my time he turns into a teenager. So I have absolutely no clue, but for now he just did everything he could to stay safe. So Lord Nelson is here. Of course, you got to pay your respects to the Lord of the village, right? So let's give a respectful introduction to him, and then you can get to know Augustin. We could just say it's been a while since they talked. Asked to be squire. No. Show appreciation to host. Just greet the Lord and be friendly with Augustin. Just get to know this guy. Okay, well, it didn't go quite as planned. Augustin is friendly enough, but he's holding back quite a bit, but we learned a bit about his personality. He's unstable, brilliant, and bookworm. I feel like we already knew about this unstable part because we was like, Edith the hothead having an unstable partner who is soon to be lord of this village is potentially dangerous. Not really for Edith, but for literally everyone else. We'll see. But at least she will potentially get with someone who could possibly match her energy. I don't know. He seems dangerous, but not towards his loved ones. I'm sure he's fine in that regard, but I think hopefully he's not like a bloody lord. I don't know. Hopefully his protection doesn't involve striking someone down with a sword at all times, you know? New family dynamic supportive. Does Lucia and Celestia have a supportive family dynamic? Why are you being supportive of Celestia specifically? I mean, you can if you want to. I'm not exactly sure what the motive behind this is because you don't really like any of your kids. Which one do you like the most? Not David, which is why I thought you wouldn't like Celestia. Oh man, she clearly dislikes David the most. That's kind of crazy. It looks like she likes Ada the most actually. Hold on. 69, 59, 48, 53, 66. She likes Ada and Isolde the best, but I think that's because they haven't lived long enough to annoy her quite yet. David, she likes the least. What a mother. What a mother. Let's see. You talked to your friend already. You didn't befriend him quite yet, but maybe it'll take a couple visits. Edith didn't want anything in particular. She's just... Are you about to yell at her? Okay, no, you're just... Oh, look at her. She looks like she's already made for a position of power. I don't think I don't know. As the days draw closer, the more and more worried I become. You want to level up a skill, which is fine. You are getting sleepy and you have work soon? Okay, you're gonna nap on your own, good. You don't have anything in particular you want to do? But since, well, David's going to sleep because he has work, but I did want to invite over Autumn and Luna. But you know, Stephen isn't here to meet Luna. Or Autumn, I mean, so maybe we'll wait a little bit. Maybe I'll do that next episode, because then Stephen will have a day off, I think. Let me see. First off, this doesn't exist. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, we could do it this Saturday of next episode. Yeah, okay. We have quite a few things. So we're just gonna have them chill until the next day, and we prepare for... Oh, it's gonna be Celestria's... it's gonna be Celestria's birthday next episode, so that'll be nice. Not Celestria's birthday the next day, but next episode is actually Edith's birthday and Stephen's birthday. So, terrifying but nice at the same time. Good lord, Edith's out here absolutely peeved. Why are you so mad? Who did you talk to get that mad at? I don't know if it was your brothers or what. Stephen, you're gonna freeze to death. Just get back inside, since you're adamant on wearing your regular clothes. Speaking of, it seems that one of the triplets is about to cross by. I think this is Autumn. And she's about to cross Edith's path, which is a little insane. Oh, Autumn is here. You know what? Since Autumn is here and you wanted to meet her, you can come chat with Autumn. Well, seems like you already kind of meet her, but let's, where is it? Small talk. Let's get to know her since she's here, apparently. I did not call her, she just came. So, Stephen, since you're here, I'm sure Edith probably saw her from afar and was about to let her anger out on the poor innocent child, but okay, well, let's face the kid at least. All right. So, how do you feel about Autumn? I know I won't get a first impression, but he's learned that she's talentless. I'm not quite sure how he'd feel about having a talentless person marry his son, though it is a son who he can't quite marry off as easily, so maybe it'd be perfect for him to marry someone with a good bloodline, but none of the power. I don't know. I don't know what's going through his head. I think he's just kind of seeing what options he has. It seems that David gets along with this girl. The boys are headed off to their squire job, whatever it is they do. And everyone else is gonna sit here and eat some fried fowl. Let's just get these guys ready. Look at these four enjoying a meal together, and Lucia immediately got up. Okay, well, the four of them were enjoying a meal together. I wonder if this is what Edith wants, like no other siblings. Y'all can't hear because my volume isn't gonna play in the video, but their sisters are actually right here. But I wonder if she just wants it like this. All the attention on her, everything about her at all times. Lucia, I don't know why you didn't finish your meal, sister, but we can't just be walking away half-eaten food. We don't have it like that for real. Speaking of not having it like that, I'm actually gonna send... Okay, these two have grown super close. Arabella and Lucia have grown super close in the past few months, so maybe that's another friendship that Lucia could have. In the meantime, Edith, actually your basket's broken, ain't it? And your grandmother's is also broken? Yep, 2 broken baskets, so let's give this to your grandma for her to fix up. And instead of being enraged and taking it out on your family members, once again, a very dangerous and hot-headed individual. I'm scared to have her in like the most powerful position in the village. But let's go forage and let out your anger on literally anything else. In the meantime, Annabelle, I know you want to take a quick and tepid bath, but could you perhaps repair these baskets instead, please? Please, Anne, thank you. Now, why would an old-ass vampire come to my house? And I know she's a vampire because I gave her a makeover when I put her in the world. Well, Lawrence's eyes changed. No, this is Lawrence. This is Warren. Good lord, man. What happened to your pupils? You absolutely cannot go out with dark abysses in the center of your skull like that. oh my goodness. I saw him in like the character panel and I was like, he has holes in his face. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we're actually nearing the end of today's episode. All we have to do is age up little Celestria. So I'm gonna let her enjoy her morning, you know, get a bath from her grandma. Okay, we're gonna pretend her grandma gave her a bath because I don't know what that was, but I hate when they do that. You're gonna go grab a serving. Edith is making a mess because she is a mess, whatever. Lucia is standing around. She wants to invite someone over, maybe to be Arabella at some point, but you... Okay, instead of doing whatever it is you're about to do, come grab a serving of food. It's Winterfest, by the way, so maybe it is Winterfest, so maybe we could have some time to... I don't even know which one this is. I think this is Ada. Yeah. Maybe we could have the family give gifts to each other or something like that. They're not really a gift-giving family. So I doubt that's something that's gonna happen, but I don't know. It'd make me feel better. Play with toys with Celestria. Okay, they seem to be very Celestria focused today, which makes sense. It is her birthday. Annabelle and Ada have a strict family dynamic. I'm gonna say no. They're only saying this because I told Annabelle to give her a bath. That's the only reason they're saying that right now. I just realized I was paused that whole time. Okay, we aged up Celestria. She got a 13, so she survived her dice roll. So let's see what her personality is like. So she was a clingy toddler. Now she's a vegetarian, kleptomaniac, and slow-witted. Ooh, I know that technically, according to the rules, we shouldn't have the vegetarian trait. We could say that maybe her stomach is just sensitive to meat because of her alien heritage. Like maybe... I don't know about that, actually. I'll just re-roll all these again. I'll give myself like 3 chances if I come across something like this. So let's re-roll again. Okay, she's skeptical, so she's not entirely trusting in the majority of things she sees and hears. Okay. She's well-balanced and an insider. Okay, ooh, what if she's like a mini info broker? Like she likes to gather information about people and situations and kind of see for herself what the truth is. You know, in a village like this where life or death could be based on rumors, I could see why she would find it important to like make sure information is correct before acting on it. So she's not as hasty or as hot-headed as her older sister. So she prefers to like lay low, see for herself, and verify information before she reacts. So she might not react very emotionally right off the bat to certain situations without seeing what the truth is or gathering as much info as she can. So I like that. I'm gonna give her the mental skill. So I don't know. Maybe as she grows older, she'll form like a networking group, or maybe she'll just join the Spellcaster Defenders. We'll see. But for now... Whoa, wait a second. I know you're a spellcaster. Why is your thing... Okay, yeah, you're just a child. Okay. I was like, uh-oh, where is it? So we're actually going to take under criticism, ignore the fact that her skin changed colors is just an overlay. And we will be right back. And here is the adorable little Celestria. Honestly, I am shocked by just how pretty she is. Well, I'm not shocked by how pretty she is, but her color scheme matched so perfectly. Like, I can't even believe it. She looks almost angelic. Like, she looks super cute. So I think that that's it'll work in her favor. Besides the antenna and everything, just based off of the way she dresses and her facial structure, you wouldn't really think that this is the girl who's like listening in and doesn't trust anything you say until she can verify it for herself. I don't know. So I think it's interesting that she kind of is taking on a bit more of the in terms of like the daughters, she seems to be the more emotionally mature one compared to Edith. Edith turned out to be a brat, but when she was first born, I assumed she would be pushed to be somewhat like Agnes, but it seems like, and become like the protective older sister. But it seems that Celestria kind of took on that role, maybe because she had no one to be that protector, like protective older sister for her. And now she wants to be that for her little sisters because they're closer to her than Edith is. I think she has David though as kind of the protector, but he's been going through a lot recently and he's not a very open book. You know, she senses the sadness with him and how far apart he separates himself. Like the brothers kind of separate from each other. David comes around and like physically protect them if he can, but you know, when it comes to like that emotional need and that emotional stability, she's not getting it from anyone. She's not getting it from her parents. Her grandmama acts like nothing's going on. Her brothers are always like being weird around each other, and then Edith is always like a hop, skip, and a jump away from lashing out for no reason. So I think she kind of took on the protector, like the emotional and mental protector of her siblings, or especially her little sister. So we'll see how she interacts and gets along with her siblings now that she's old enough to like talk and interact with them. I just think she's so cool looking. I need to give her some more outfits, but I'm actually running short on recording time today. So this is the end of the episode. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really excited now that the kids are getting older. Edith turns into a teen next episode, so we're 4 episodes away from her getting married to Augustin, hopefully, supposedly. I do have to roll to see whether or not she even wants to get married, which would be a whole thing in itself. So y'all let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.